Africa's art doesn't just inspire, it leads. From ancient looms to global catwalks, this is the story of fashion shaped by heritage. The vibrant tapestry of African textiles, beadwork, and motifs has woven its way into the very fabric of global fashion, transforming runways and streetwear alike with its rich symbolism and unparalleled craftsmanship. What is African art in fashion? But what exactly is African art in fashion? It's more than just bold prints and colorful fabrics. It's a language, a form of storytelling that speaks volumes through every stitch and pattern. African fashion is not just worn, it's read. Each textile carries within it centuries of tradition, spiritual beliefs, and cultural identity. From the intricate geometric patterns of Kente cloth to the indigo-dyed Adire fabrics, these designs are imbued with meaning that transcends mere aesthetics. Take Kente, for instance. Originating from Ghana, this royal textile is a symphony of color and geometry, each pattern telling a unique story of power, wisdom, and spirituality. Then there's Adire from Nigeria, where indigo-resist dyeing techniques create ethereal patterns that seem to dance with light and shadow. And let's not forget Bogolanfini, the sacred mudcloth of Mali, believed to offer ancestral protection through its earthy tones and symbolic motifs. African designers on global runways, these fabrics carry centuries of meaning and now global influence. They've traveled far beyond their origins, gracing international fashion weeks and inspiring designers worldwide. But it's not just about the textiles themselves. It's about the African designers who are redefining haute couture on their own terms. Names like Lejuma and Kokolo, Lisa foryou, Imane Arizi, and Thebe Magoo are no longer whispered in hushed tones of admiration. They're shouted from the rooftops of Paris, Milan, and New York. These visionaries don't just design clothes, they decolonize fashion. They blend indigenous techniques with contemporary silhouettes, creating pieces that are both timeless and utterly modern. Their work is a testament to the power of cultural pride and innovation. When an Imane Arizi gown glides down a Parisian runway, it's not just fabric in motion, it's centuries of tradition taking center stage. When Thebe Magoo crafts a suit that marries suited blanket prints with razor-sharp tailoring, he's not just making a fashion statement, he's rewriting the narrative of African design. Afrocentric streetwear and youth culture. The influence of African art in fashion isn't confined to high-end couture, it's pulsing through the veins of streetwear, becoming a canvas for cultural expression and youth empowerment. Brands like Daily Paper, Studio 189, and Orange Culture are turning city streets into runways, where Ankara jackets and beadwork hoodies become symbols of identity and pride. Imagine a world where tribal patterns adorn sneakers, where dashikis are remixed into bomber jackets. This is the reality of Afrocentric streetwear, where young designers and consumers alike are reclaiming their heritage and wearing it with fierce pride. Streetwear became a canvas for cultural power, allowing a new generation to express their roots in bold, unapologetic ways. And let's not overlook the impact of African art on luxury fashion. The likes of Dior, Louis Vuitton, and Stella McCartney have all drawn inspiration from the continent's rich artistic traditions. African motifs now grace the most exclusive boutiques and red carpets, sparking important conversations about cultural appreciation versus appropriation. But make no mistake, luxury now speaks with an African accent. It's not about Western brands simply borrowing motifs. It's about a shift in the very language of high fashion. When a couture gown incorporates hand-woven Ghanaian Kente, it's not just a design choice, it's a recognition of Africa's central role in the global fashion narrative. Fashion as political and social commentary. African fashion is more than just aesthetics. It's a powerful tool for social and political commentary. Designers are using their craft to address issues of colonialism, gender inequality, and environmental sustainability. Initiatives like Ethical Fashion Africa and Made in Africa are not just producing clothes, they're creating change, empowering artisans, and promoting sustainable practices. These designers don't just dress, they declare. Every collection becomes a manifesto, challenging stereotypes and celebrating the complexity of African identity. When a designer uses reclaimed materials to create high fashion, or when traditional weaving techniques are employed to support local communities, fashion becomes a force for good. Global celebrities embracing African art. The global stage has taken notice, with celebrities embracing African art in unprecedented ways. Beyonce's visual album Black is King was a love letter to African aesthetics, while Rihanna's Fenty brand has consistently paid homage to the continent's design heritage. On red carpets and in music videos, stars like Burna Boy, Wizkid, and Tiwa Savage showcase Afrocentric couture with pride, turning every appearance into a celebration of culture. Africa's art became the global aesthetic, influencing everything from music videos to Hollywood blockbusters. When Lupita Nyong'o steps onto a red carpet in a gown that echoes the patterns of her Kenyan heritage, or when Chadwick Boseman donned Afrofuturistic designs in Black Panther, they're not just making fashion statements, they're cultural ambassadors. Conclusion and reclaiming the pattern. As we look to the future, it's clear that Africa didn't just inspire fashion, it invented it. The continent that gave birth to humanity also gave us our first forms of adornment, our first textiles, our first beads. Today, as the fashion world grapples with issues of sustainability and ethical production, it's turning once again to African wisdom. Africa wove first, and it continues to weave the future of fashion. From the bustling markets of Lagos to the ateliers of Paris, African art is reclaiming its rightful place at the forefront of global style. It's a renaissance, a reclamation, a revolution stitched into every garment. So the next time you see a bold print or an intricate beadwork design, remember, you're not just looking at a piece of clothing. You're witnessing a living, breathing piece of history, a story told in fabric and thread, a legacy worn on the body and carried in the heart. This is more than fashion. It's identity, it's resistance, it's joy. It's Africa's gift to the world. A reminder that true style isn't just about what you wear, it's about who you are and where you come from. In a world hungry for authenticity, African art in fashion offers something real, something profound, something beautiful. Subscribe to the African system of design, because Africa's patterns still shape the world. They always have, and they always will. The future of fashion isn't just inspired by Africa, it is Africa. And that future is bright, bold, and utterly unforgettable.